Fear doesn't crash down on you like a collapsing building. It doesn't smash your skull in one violent blow. It creeps in like poison gas, slow, silent, invisible, odorless. It slides under your skin while you're sleeping, whispers in the quiet moments when you're alone with your thoughts. Wait, not yet. You're not ready. Play it safe. One more day won't hurt. And that's precisely how it wins. Not with a knockout punch, but with 1,000 tiny paralyzing cuts. It freezes you in place while the world races past. It turns action into overthinking, belief into endless doubt, momentum into stagnation. Fear kills dreams in complete silence. No explosions, no drama, just quiet suffocation. It robs you of opportunities that vanish forever. The conversation you never started, the business you never launched, the woman you never approached, the risk you never took. It buries the version of you that could have been legendary before he ever drew his first real breath. Here's the brutal, ugly truth almost no one has the balls to face. Fear doesn't protect you. It shrinks you. It weakens you. It carves away pieces of your life hour by hour until all that's left is a hollow shell filled with regret, staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. asking, "What the fuck happened to me?" Fear offers only two endings. You murder it, or it murders you. There is no peaceful coexistence. Fear is the most skilled, most patient liar you will ever encounter. It doesn't roar or break down doors like in the movies. It doesn't need to. It slips through the cracks of your mind at 2 a.m. when the house is quiet and whispers, "You're not ready, you'll look stupid. You'll fail publicly. You're not smart enough, strong enough, rich enough, young enough. You're not enough." And tragically, most men swallow every syllable like truth. They let fear write their decisions, shrink their ambitions, snuff out their fire before it ever becomes a blaze. They trade potential for comfort, greatness for safety, a legacy for excuses. But every single word fear speaks is a lie. Every single one. It fabricates illusions, turns molehills into Everest, shadows into monsters, small rejections into total annihilation. It convinces you that stepping forward is the same as stepping off a cliff. Then one day you finally force yourself to act, and the truth hits like a freight train. The demons were only smoke. The mountain was a gentle slope. The catastrophic failure you rehearsed in your head for months never arrived. You survived. You even thrived. Fear survives only because you feed it hesitation, doubt, belief in its bullshit stories. Stop feeding it. Starve it. Watch it wither. Fear is not your cautious friend trying to keep you safe. It's your jailer. It wants you chained, paralyzed, small, forever watching bolder men take the prizes that were supposed to be yours. Fear is the greatest thief of destiny, the silent assassin of greatness. It has killed more warriors, more entrepreneurs, more fathers, more legends than any war, any disease, any enemy, by murdering their courage long before the first real battle. Let it rule you, and it will bury you alive while you're still breathing. It will choke your ambition, poison your potential, reduce you to a ghost of a man who almost lived. And that slow, invisible death is far worse than any quick end. So stop negotiating. Stop bargaining. Stop hoping fear will one day be kinder. Kill it. Courage is not the magical disappearance of fear. Courage is deciding, with your heart hammering, knees trembling, stomach in knots, to move anyway. It's looking the whispers in the eye and saying, "Fuck you, I'm going." That single choice separates warriors from spectators, men from boys, the remembered from the forgotten. Every man you admire, every conqueror, every builder, every champion, felt the exact same terror you feel right now, but they refused to let fear script their story. Fear said, "You can't." They roared back, "Watch me." Fear said, "You'll fail." They answered, "Good, then I'll learn faster and come back harder." Fear said, "Stay safe." They laughed, "Safety is for graves. I was built for war." Fear is the lock on the door to your real life. Action is the only key that fits. Burn this truth into your spine. You are not fear's bitch. You are not its prey. You are the hunter. You are the weapon. You are the fucking storm. When fear whispers again, because it always will, don't bow, don't freeze, don't run, rise, march forward, crush its skull under your boot. Fear never wanted to face a man like you. Now it has no goddamn choice. Fear remains the #1 silent killer of men. Not the kind that stops your heart, but the kind that murders your fire and leaves you breathing, but already dead inside. It strangles ambition. It buries potential under layers of maybe later. It chains you to mediocrity while the life you were born for waits just out of reach. Most men kneel to it their entire lives. They dress up surrender as being realistic. They hide behind the same tired excuses. I'm not ready yet. I need more time, money, preparation. I'll start tomorrow, for real this time. Deep in their gut, they already know the verdict. They weren't defeated by competitors, by bad luck, by the economy. They were defeated by their own hesitation, by the man in the mirror who chose comfort over conquest. Fear does not shrink with age or experience. It does not magically evaporate because you waited long enough. It grows fangs. Every day you delay, it gets stronger, heavier, more convincing. It feeds on your comfort zone, your silence, your excuses. So how do you actually kill something like that? You don't negotiate with it. You don't tiptoe past it, hoping it won't notice. You don't wait until it feels smaller. You barrel through it, full speed, chest forward, violence of action, absolute conviction. Scared of failing spectacularly? Then fucking fail. Fail so hard the ground cracks. Fail so publicly the internet talks about it for weeks. Fail so messily that everyone sees you get back up bloodied but grinning. Because real failure doesn't destroy a man. It tempers him into steel. Scared of pain, physical, emotional, financial, then bleed. Let your muscles rip in the gym. Let your pride take hits in public. Let your bank account scream for mercy. Let your scars become your autobiography. Proof you were in the arena, while cowards stayed in the stands. Pain isn't punishment. Pain is tuition. Scared of what people will say? Let them talk. Let them laugh. Let them judge. Let them hate from the sidelines. They're going to run their mouths no matter what. Whether you win or lose, rise or fall. Their opinion has zero power unless you hand it the keys. So don't. Every single time you take action while your chest is tight and your hands shake, you shrink fear a little more. Every time you move despite the screaming in your head, you rip another bar from its cage. One day you look back and realize it was never real. It was smoke, a projection, a bluff. It only ever had the power you loaned it. But here is the deeper, harder truth most men refuse to accept. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is your gatekeeper. Everything worth having, the physique that commands respect, the money that buys real freedom, the woman who matches your fire, the legacy that outlives you, sits behind one locked gate, and fear is the armored warrior standing in front of it, staring you down, daring you to try. That gate was never meant to keep everyone out. It was built to keep the weak, the hesitant, the excuse makers away. Most men see the gatekeeper, feel the fear, and immediately kneel. They call it being practical. They call it waiting for the right moment. They rot there, feeding fear scraps of their dreams until they turn to dust. But the rare ones, the men whose names echo through history, the ones who actually win, do something different. They don't ask for permission. They don't wait until the fear dissolves. They don't beg courage to show up first. They charge while still afraid. They barrel through trembling, sweating, heart pounding like war drums. They accept the bruises, the scars, the public failures, because they understand. Courage isn't the prerequisite for action. Action is the prerequisite for courage. The instant you step forward despite the terror, the gatekeeper staggers. The door cracks open, and on the other side is everything you swore you wanted. Fear is a predator, ruthless, patient, always watching, but it has one fatal weakness. A man who refuses to fucking stop. A man who doesn't flinch when it roars. A man who keeps marching even when every fiber screams retreat. So the next time your chest locks up, palms flood, stomach twists into steel knots. Recognize the signal. You are standing at the exact door you've been praying to reach. Don't retreat. Don't fold. Don't negotiate. Clench your fists until your knuckles bleach. Let the fire in your eyes burn straight through the fear. Step forward. Smash the gatekeeper. Claim what's yours by right of combat. Kill fear before it kills you. Kill it before it robs another year of your prime. Kill it before it laughs at the corpse of your potential. Kill it before your last breath is spent whispering, "I wish I had." Fear only wins when you feed it another day of hesitation. The second you act in spite of it, you've already won the war. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to move forward while fear is still screaming in your ear. Be that man. Barrel through. Right fucking now.